wild women on the loose that can't be tamed or domesticated.
Why would you domesticate? It sounds like only animals can be domesticated first and foremost, right? Because some would not like even being domesticated. If you tried to domesticate a tiger, you would get a different result, right? That tiger will absolutely chew you alive. Now, as far as calling names, I try to refrain from calling names and try to lift women as well as men up, and try to build them. Each time we climb, we reach down, what I'm saying, lift people up. That's what our people should be doing right now. Although they may not be doing it, what I'm saying, but we have some qualified individuals, and it might be you, what I'm saying, to lift some of these individuals up with positivity. Only positive thinking brings positive outcomes in our communities and stuff. And that would bring or develop a woman's self-esteem. It would develop a woman's self-compassion. It would develop a woman's self-acceptance and self-radical acceptance at that. It would develop a woman's self-respect. It would develop a woman's self-confidence. It would develop a woman's self-love. It would develop a woman's self-care. And once you start developing the women, which bear the kids and have the kids, that's what she would teach the kids, in that environment. If a man goes to work and she so happened to take care of the child for those 2 years, of development, of the child, what I'm saying, that child is going to get all that love and nothing more and nothing less, and that child is going to grow up to have a bright future. Majority of the children would grow up to have a brighter future, because they're going to nurture all that what they love,
Right. And you're not wrong about any of that. I just think that we're not at that stage right now. I think for me, because I'm very thoughtful about these things too, and I appreciate your take on it. But for me, I think we got a system that needs to be shaken up a little bit and need to be broken down. So we can't do that with the nurturing and caring right now. We have to. I mean, for me, I'm not even saying an absolute, but we're not at the point where we even have the trust of these women to be in a position to nurture them and talk sweet to them. I think that um, that's where that's what they're getting too much coddling. And when I'm talking about I'm talking more specifically about the quote unquote wildebeest, the wild crazy woman that's running, that's imposing her will and her power upon men at the destruction of not only herself but the man and the family. So
I
so I feel you what you're saying. I think the system got to get shaken up and rocked a little bit before we can get to that nurturing and build. I think you got to break shit down before you can build it back up because this ain't our shit. We didn't build this.